A warm welcome to another present. Now I'm Yogeshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics uh, from Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Autonomous Coimbatore. Now I'm taking the Mathematics and Statistical Computation, Unit 3. So the topic is diagrammatic representation. So graphical representation of frequency distributions. The graphs which consider the frequencies for the presentation of the data are called frequency graphs. These graphs are used to describe a characteristic feature of the frequency data. The methods for the preparation of the frequency table is already discussed in the previous model. The frequency graphs usually depends on the type of data, whether it is discrete or continuous. Continuous data are usually represented in the form of bar diagrams or discontinuous curves, while the continuous data are represented by means of curves. While constructing the frequency graphs, usually the value of the variable are taken on the x-axis and the corresponding frequencies are represented on y-axis. The graph that are used for this purpose are histogram, frequency polygon, or GIFs. Histogram, it is among the most commonly used method for the diagrammatic representation of the grouped frequency distribution. On one axis, it consists of bar with the highest proportional to class frequencies, and the width of the bar is defined through the class boundaries presented on the horizontal scale. In general, same width is considered for all the bars, but it is not essential as it depends on the class width. In histogram, there is difference in terms of height due to the class frequencies. The area of each bar is calculated by multiplying the width of class and frequency. Diagrammatic representation of data. Suppose you are interested to compare the marks of you can use the bar diagram, histogram, pie chart, and etc. for this. You will be able to answer question like how will you find out the number of students in the various categories of marks in the certain test. What can you say about the marks obtained by the maximum students? Also, how can you compare the marks of your classmates in 5 other tests? It is possible for you to remember the marks of each and every student in all subjects. No, also you don't have the time to compare the marks of every student. Merely nothing down in the marks and doing comparisons is not interesting at all. So graphical representation is the way of analyzing numerical data. It exhibits the relationship between the data ideas for the concept in a diagram. So the line graphs, bar graphs, histograms, line plot, frequency table, the circle plots, circle graphs, the definition and also definitions also is there. So what is bar graph? The definition is the pictorial representation of the grouped data in the form of vertical or horizontal rectangular bars where the length of the bars are equivalent to the measures of data are known as a bar graph or bar charts. So the remaining points are there in given below. So example 1, in a firm of 400 employees, the percentage of the monthly salaries saved by each employee is given in the following table. Represent it through a bar graph. Savings in percentage, number of employees in frequency. So first, the total 20, 30, 40, 50 is the percentage, and 105, 199, 29, 73, 400 is also is there. Solution is the bar chart is like this way: savings in percentage, number of employees. So second one is month is January to June is there. Sales in units, shared 1, shared 2, shared 3 and shared 4, like this. So the value the graph is given below, depicts the following data: January, February, March, April and May. So first one, shared 1, shared 2, we want to the colors, different colors and different shades and different data are given to this type of diagram. What is pie chart? A pie chart is also known as a circle chart, dividing in circular statistical graphic into sectors or sections to illustrate the numerical problems. Each sector denoted a proportional part of whole. To find out the composition of something, pie chart works the best at that time. In most cases, pie chart replace other graphs like the bar graph, line plots, histograms, etc. Pie chart formula is given as given data divided by total value of data into 360 degree. Okay, how to create a pie chart? Football, imagine the teacher service to the basics of favorite sports students. So football, hockey, cricket, basketball, badminton. The students likewise, the students are accounts are also is there. Step 1, enter the data into the table. Okay, add all the values into the table, get the total. If the total is 40 in this case, so 40 as 10 divided by 40 into 100, so 25 percentage. Hockey is 12.5 percentage, cricket is 12.5, basketball is 25, badminton is 25. Step 4, so we want to calculate the degree of these type of games. So draw the circle and use the protractor to measure of the degree of each sector. The favorite sport percentage is there. So what is histogram? And histogram, what is histogram? A histogram is a graphical representation of the grouped frequency distribution with continuous classes. It is an area diagram and can be defined as a set of rectangles with bases along the intervals between class boundaries and with areas proportional to the frequencies in the corresponding classes. In such representations, all the rectangles are adjacent since the base of covers the intervals between class boundaries. The highest heights of the rectangles are proportional to corresponds frequencies of the similar classes, and for different classes the heights will be proportional to corresponding frequency densities. So the difference between graph and histogram is there. And next the question is the following: lifetime of 400 neon lamps. Draw the histogram of the below data. So lifetime in hours is left side and number of lamps is on right side. So the histogram for the given data is this one. So first one, 300 to 400 is 10 percentage up to equal. So frequency polygon, the frequency polygon entire data is there, and below is shown the example of frequency polygon is also is that the frequency polygon is line graph of the class frequency plotted against the class midpoint. Thank you.